Joni Smalley with Lakefront TV. We're here at beautiful Ski Beach at Venetian Gardens, and we're here with District 1 City Commissioner Jay Hurley. So, Mr. Hurley, you're at the end of your City Commission reign after 8 years. Can you give us some of your greatest accomplishments that you've had during your City Commission?
No, it has been a great 8 years. I've had a lot of fun. Never really had planned on getting into politics, as you're aware. But, it turned out to be something that, in life I'm proud that I did and excited. I feel like I can say in my 8 years I left my mark on the community and did something positive and worthwhile for Leesburg. As far as my accomplishments, I think, there's so much that we've done as a community and as a commission. We've had a great commission, especially the last 4 or 5 years. It's just been a lot of cohesiveness and the ability to get things done and move forward. But probably if I'm going to take anything away from it that I'm really proud of, it would be the things that I had campaigned on that were passionate for me at the time. Going back 8 years ago when I ran for office, I had moved to Leesburg in the 80s, and when I moved here, Venetian Gardens was really the jewel of Leesburg and a hot spot. Everybody was here. The weekends were just packed with hundreds of people and all kinds of activities, and that was an every weekend thing. And then, throughout time, some incidences happened and things changed, and next thing you know, Venetian Gardens basically dried up and was just not used at all and had been run down. So, it was one of the things I campaigned on was really wanting to make sure we corrected was returning Venetian Gardens to the jewel of Leesburg. And so, now that we finished that up just about 8 months ago, phase 3 of Venetian Gardens, as I go through Venetian Gardens, I can say my heart swells a little bit. It was a long, hard fight. That was probably the hardest thing to get accomplished, was getting everybody to buy in and support the money and the effort and the work and the intensity that was required to get Venetian Gardens where it is today. We did phase 1, which was part of Ski Beach, putting in paved roads and pavilions and swings and all the things you've seen that are so beautiful here. We did, phase 2, and, between those two, that incorporated a splash pad for our kids. It incorporated a brand new playground. The old one was, 30 years old, made out of wood, and so we were able to get a really state-of-the-art, nice playground. And then we tore down the old Boy Scout building and, built a new community room for them, or for, the community as a whole. And then, of course, phase 3 was the finishing of the community center. And so we took out the swimming pool and the old community center, which had been the library at one time, and built a brand new state-of-the-art community center. And now, they're breaking ground to build a restaurant right beside it that'll be on the water to bring a lot more activity. So I would say definitely Venetian Gardens was, the one thing that I'm very proud of and excited that we were able to make it happen. The second thing I had really campaigned on was economic development. Over the years, we really had passed on a lot of different industry wanting to come into Leesburg because somebody didn't like it in their neighborhood or didn't think it was a good idea, and we had really got stagnant. And so for me, trying to get industry back into Leesburg, we had groves back in the day, and then we had the construction boom, and when all that dried up and went away, we were really struggling as a community. And so, there's a lot that goes into that. You can't just invite a business to come to town and say, I'll help you out with something. So, that required us putting things in place to bring workforce to town so that if industry did come, that there was, people here that could take those jobs and those positions and housing. And there was just so much that came to it. So we really, we put a lot of focus. We brought in an economic development director and had a lot of experience in between him and our city manager, Al Minner. I think the commission was really able to make some good strides and move forward with economic development and get the ball rolling. And we're not complete yet with that, obviously, but as Leesburg's growing, we're starting to see the changes with that as well. So that's turned out to be really wonderful. I think probably one of the greatest things I ever did on the commission was finding our city manager, Al Minner, and being a part of bringing him on to the commission, because he has really, truly turned out to be an unbelievable help in moving Leesburg forward. So I'm proud that I was able to say I was involved in bringing Al Minner. But the third thing that I had campaigned on was public safety. At one time, Leesburg Public Safety, especially in our police department, they were outstanding in every area. And, we would do competitions, and we had tender, and we had the highest pay. I mean, Leesburg Police Department was really one of the shining stars in law enforcement for Florida. And then when the economy had crashed and the housing boom happened, they had went 6 years without any kind of raises or any kind of help. And so, when the city got tight and crunched on money and we lost a lot of revenue coming in, obviously one of the things that had to get cut was in-house, and law enforcement and fire department both lost a lot and got set back. So we started losing a lot of our senior guys and those who were really connected to our community. So I wanted to make sure that we were back in law enforcement and fire department, because public safety is government's job one. And so to get them back to the levels, and we brought in a great chief in both of those departments, and they were able to turn both of those departments around. And now, we're growing, and we're really taking huge steps. Both of them are accredited now and doing well. So, if I look at the three things, those three, the three I campaigned on and I championed for and got them done. So I guess those would be the things I'm really proud of.
Thank you, Commissioner Hurley. I appreciate your passion and everything you've given to our community during your 8 years here in the city of Leesburg. You will be greatly missed as a city commissioner, but we hope that you still are engaged and going to be a part of the community. Do you have any last words for the city of Leesburg?
Oh, listen, I'm a politician to some degree, so there's always something I could say. But no, really, if I was going to summarize anything, I'm excited. We got two great guys coming on, joining the commission. I think that'll continue to move Leesburg forward. So I'm excited to see what kind of ideas they have for Leesburg and what their agenda is going to be as far as trying to move us forward in different aspects. But again, the thing that makes Leesburg great is the residents of Leesburg. If there's anything that I realized early in my commission, it was how involved and how much the residents of Leesburg truly care about it. I mean, we look at a lot of events that we do. We're known for obviously Bike Fest, and because it's so large, but the fact that we can do things such as that, or any of the other events that we do so regularly throughout the year, and 99% of the job is done by volunteers, to me just is amazing. I've been in a lot of places, but I've just never seen residents who cared so much about their community, whether they were building scarecrows, doing a chili cook-off, a Christmas stroll, it just didn't matter. Leesburg residents come out and they make this community what it is. So, you can do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, the heart and the spirit of this community is the residents. And so, hey, Leesburg is going to be the greatest place in Lake County. Always has been, always will be.
Thank you for joining us at Lakefront TV. See you next time, and don't forget to support your local businesses and share a little sunshine.